This is the drive from Arona through to Stresa. Thought I'd videotape so that you can see the little tiny roads as well as the different kind of road conditions that we get into, and as well as the view that we will see from this road. Here they've got a one-way where they've got a red light system that stops the traffic either direction so that you don't have to have people manning traffic and less problems with people getting injured. So this is just us going one way. We've got the clear way, and then as we come around you'll see that there are people waiting at the light, waiting to have their turn to go. So this is getting into, just leaving out of Arona, and we'll see the signage come up that we're leaving Arona. And this is just the countryside. You can see the mountains, and if we get to see a bit of the lake there, right now we don't see it all, but you'll see all the greenery. You can see people going up to people's homes. The lake. Spectacular view when you come around out of Arona. So here there's a bit of traffic again, and the reason there's traffic is because we have another area where there's got a red light camera, because they're doing some work. You can see the walls that hold up the different mountains. Some of the fencing, which is pretty cool. You can see in the distance there, a little red light camera telling us that we have to wait. So we've got the green now, and we've got to wait our turn. So you can see the little box that has a device for the red light camera. And here you can see they're working. So they block the road on the one side with the cameras and the red light system. So now we're entering into the city of Arona. It says on there, if you saw the little man with the hat, it shows that there's electronic monitoring of speed. So here it says that it's 50. You need to go 50, and you can see in the mountains here are the beautiful houses that overlook the lake. Lots of palm trees that overlook the lake. And again, it's still 50, and here we've got a speed that tells you what it is that you're going. Some of the mansions over here, all facing the lakefront. It does warn you that there's going to be curvy roads ahead, and there is curvy roads everywhere. Soon enough we'll come into the little town. Some of the houses up on the hill of Arona. Lago Maggiore, which is absolutely stunning. And here we are into the little town. Riding their bikes, just enjoying the afternoon. do it, especially when we come to the really tight areas. It's the hotel up on the hill, Hotel Villa Paradiso. Restaurants around the lago. Beautiful houses with their gardens. And you can see on the left where it's crossing out Vienna. We're no longer there. And now we're going into Stresa, and you can see exiting Vienna. So the towns do come one after each other, and they do tell you where the towns are. Beautiful mountainside, contrasted then by the incredible lakeside. You can't see right now, but you can in between there. There it comes again, the lake. Beautiful Lago Maggiore. Different little castles up top there. And the twists and turns around the mountainside. Here's another Lido to the beachfront. This is the town of Solicho. Typical church in front of us with a bell tower that rings every hour on the hour, usually from 8 in the morning till 8 at night. And on the half hour too. Riding the bike. So you can see that the sign on the right says that the road is going to get a little narrow. You got to be a little careful because it does get a bit tighter. Not so bad here though. You don't see a lot of red lights here. Mostly you see the roundabouts, but if you do come to Italy and you are at a red light and you want to turn right, it's illegal to do so. So never turn right on a red light, ever. You can get a big fine for that. Always so beautiful around a bend and you just see the lake view. It's unbelievable. And then that beautiful mountain view. So you've got the green of the mountains, hills, and the lake water, which is amazing. So here we're in a little town again. What was interesting is that yesterday when we were in this little town, there was just so many people having coffees and lunches, and there's little places on the water here that serves all different things, and it was just completely full of people. Saturday and Sunday, everybody comes from Milan to the lake. So now we're getting into Belgirate, which is a nice little town as well. Lessa is gone, and this is a nice little town which has a lot of the little areas where you can sit right on the water and have coffee, lunch, dinner, pizza. You can see the little hotels just right off the strip, and look how tight it is over here. Have to be very careful going through. And here you can see where there's the canopies. This is where they have little coffee areas on the weekend. All over here it's always open with coffee areas and lunch areas, and the restaurants bring their food outside, and you have to be very careful when you're driving, because you'll always see the waiters going across. Now we've got some bikers here. Great big pullover. Carry on. There's some workers there. And here's somebody passing us. Two people passing us. Just so you know, John is going 95 in a 50 zone. Oh, actually, this is a 90 zone. So he's going 95 and people are just passing. I don't know how we can be going 90 in a zone like this where it's all twists and turns, but they do. So we're leaving Belgirate and we're heading into Stresa now, the outsides of Stresa. Scenery is just passing so fast. They're working on houses up there. This is a school of Vele, which is a sailing school, because it gets a little windy on the water there and they can teach them how to sail. Stresa is a pretty big little town, distance-wise. So you actually don't get into the city part of it for a little bit since you see the sign. But even though it might say Stresa, every little area has a different kind of cantone, which has a different name. The town might have another name, which is like a little municipality. That motorcycle guy, I don't know, solid line and he's passing. I don't know how they do it, especially in these windy roads. And then you have the bike rider right there on the curves, and you're turning and you got to go around him and hope that somebody isn't going to hit you on the other side. Absolutely crazy. That's why I'm not driving. So now as we come around here, there's going to be a parking lot on the right, and it's Parco and Animale of Villa Pallucino. So this is a castle and a park that's now been made into a national treasure kind of thing. We haven't gone to see it yet, so we're gonna go and take a look at it one day when it's nice. But it's supposed to be a massive park with animals and lots of hiking in that park. So eventually we will go and see that park. But it gets really busy on the weekends, and it would look like it was busy today too. Look at some of the ruins here of the original walls of this city. And now we're starting to come into the actual town, the little city of Stresa. And you will see some of the houses, which are little tiny apartments, 1-bedroom apartments. Or then we will see some of the hotels that are right on the strip. And there's the pier. Yes. So now you're going to see, when we go into where we live right now, how tight it is to get into these areas. How he does it, I don't know. Like, that's how close we are to the walls. So now we're inside the little town. See the little tiny houses. Some are big. Sometimes you're not allowed to even come with the car in here. I'm hoping this isn't one of those times. It's the parking lot that we usually park into.
Triangle down there? Am I allowed to be on there?
I'm thinking it's going to be closed, but he's going to try, I think.
No, we can't go down in there.
No, it's actually closed. So this is only right now open to people that are walking. So you have to be very careful as you're driving these towns. It tells you when it's just walking areas. This is our little parking lot. He's trying to figure out how to get right to the hotel we have to go to. Our little, well, it's not a hotel, it's a little B&B. Trying to get there without the road closures. But you can see the town, how beautiful it is. out.
Oh, yeah, the chocolate.
I think we're allowed to come down here right now, but we will see. So we're coming around the back side of our place, and we will come around and you'll see the piazza as we come around where everybody is. This building over here is part of City Hall. Carrefour is a market that is right next door to us. And as we come around here, you'll see the piazza where all the people are, especially on the weekend. It's just absolutely packed in here. This is absolutely just beautiful, and you can see it's packed. It's packed with people, and it's a weekday. This is our little area where we live. It's so cute right into town. It's just a step away from the city center of Stresa. That's our journey from Arona to Stresa in 20 minutes.